Good morning, cadets. You have studied the lesson, The Tiger King. Today, let us discuss important questions on this lesson, The Tiger King. At first, we'll take up short answer type questions. Question number one. What gave astrologers the greatest surprise of their life while they were studying the horoscope of the 10-day-old prince? While the astrologers were studying the horoscope of the 10-day-old prince, they said that one day the Tiger King would have to die. So this was a prediction of the astrologer. But the question is, what was the surprise? At this moment, a great miracle took place. The 10-day-old infant spoke to the astrologers very clearly. This came as a surprise to everyone, and the astrologers stood transfixed in stupefaction, in shock, to hear an infant speaking in such clear language. What made the chief astrologer place his finger on his nose? The 10-day-old infant, Jilani Jung Jung Bahadur, addressed the astrologers in a clear voice, using appropriate language. Moreover, the infant asked the manner in which he would die. It was an astonishing thing for the chief astrologer, as a 10-day-old baby barely opens its lips in speech. But this baby not only spoke but also raised intelligent questions. So, out of surprise, the chief astrologer placed his finger on his nose. Question number 3. Why did the Maharaja ban tiger hunting in the state? When the Maharaja came to know after killing his first tiger that he had threat to his life from the 100th tiger, he resolved to kill 100 tigers. So how many tigers he wanted to kill? He wanted to kill 100 tigers. To accomplish his mission, and what is his mission? To kill 100 tigers. He banned tiger hunting in the state. A proclamation, that is announcement, was issued to the effect that if anyone dared to fling so much as a stone at a tiger, to throw stone at a tiger, all his wealth and property would be confiscated. So all his wealth and property would be confiscated, seized. Question number 4. When and why did the Maharaja decide to get married? The Maharaja had killed all the tigers available in and around his kingdom. Even then, 30 more tigers were required to complete his mission to kill 100 tigers. So he decided to marry a girl from a royal family whose state had a large tiger population. So, why did he decide? He wanted to kill 100 tigers and he wanted to get married to a girl who had very large tiger population. Question number 5. What sort of hunts did the Maharaja offer to organize for the high-ranking British officer? What trait, characteristics of the officer does it reveal? Personality traits, characteristics. The Maharaja offered any other hunt except tiger hunt for the high-ranking British officer. He offered a boar hunt, a mouse hunt, or even a mosquito hunt. This shows that the officer was very fond of tiger hunt. Moreover, when he agreed to just get a photograph with the dead tiger, it became clear that he wanted to show himself to be a great hunter in front of others. Question number 6. How did the Diwan manage to get the 100 tiger for the Maharaja? The Maharaja was so determined, he had resolved to kill the 100 tigers, that in his anger he ordered the Diwan to find the tiger. Otherwise, be prepared to face his wrath. Be prepared to face his anger. And in order to save his life, the Diwan bought an old tiger from a circus in Madras and hid it in his house. At night, he took the tiger in the car to the forest and left it there ready to be killed by the Maharaja. Question number 7. Why did the Maharaja order the Diwan to double the land tax? When the Maharaja could not find the 100 tiger, he became very angry. He grew very angry and frustrated. In his anger, he ordered the Diwan to double the land tax and let the people suffer. Though the Diwan knew that it was unreasonable, he could not do anything. Question number 8. How did the Tiger King become the victim of the 100 tiger? The 100 tiger, which caused Tiger King's death, was a toy tiger. On his son's third birthday, the Maharaja bought a wooden toy tiger for his son as a gift. One day, as he was playing with this toy with his son, one of its levers, one of its pieces, pierced his right hand. He pulled it out and continued playing. Next day, the infection flared in the Maharaja's right hand. It spread in Maharaja's hand, and in 4 days it spread all over his arm. The Maharaja was operated upon but died during surgery. But he died during operation. Question number 9. How did the Tiger King manage to retain his kingdom? A British officer, while visiting Pratibandpuram, wanted to go for a tiger hunt. But the Tiger King did not permit him. So, in order to save his king from the wrath of the British officer, the Maharaja bribed the British officer. So, in order to save his kingdom from the wrath of the British officer, what the king has done, he has bribed the British officer. How? He sent a gift of expensive diamond rings to his wife, expecting that she would choose one or two rings. She kept all the rings and sent a note of thanks to the Maharaja. So the Maharaja spent 3 lakh rupees to save his kingdom. Now let us discuss long answer type questions. Question number 1. Even today, so many of us believe in superstitions. Superstitions, blind beliefs. An astrologer predicted about the Tiger King that he would be killed by a tiger. He killed 100 tigers. It was himself killed by a tiger. How did the superstitious belief prevail? This entire story is about an astrological prediction that the Tiger King is destined to die by a tiger. So he is going to be killed by the tiger. The king takes it as a mission to kill 100 tigers. So he is not interested in the welfare of the people, but it is his mission to kill 100 tigers. He kills 99 tigers, but misses the target while taking an aim at the 100th tiger. Due to fear of losing their jobs, the hunters didn't tell him the fact and killed the tiger themselves. At this point, the king thought that he had proved the prediction wrong. But the death of the Maharaja, due to a wooden tiger, again substantiates the superstitious belief by making the prophecy come true, by making the prediction come true. Question number 2. Giving a bribe is an evil practice. It's a bad practice. How did the Tiger King bribe the British officer to save his kingdom? So why did he bribe? He bribed to save his kingdom. How do you view this act of his? A British officer had come to visit the kingdom. And what is the name of the kingdom? Pratibandhapuram. And wanted to go for tiger hunting. But the Maharaja, the king, did not permit him. He did not permit him even to be photographed with a dead tiger so as to stop other officers from getting attracted. The British officer had revealed that even if he gets photographed with dead tiger, there was no problem. And if the king kills the tiger, absolutely no problem. He just wanted a photograph with a dead tiger. But the king was afraid that other officers might get attracted by that and they may approach him for hunting. There was a fear of disastrous reaction from this British officer due to the refusal. And the king had refused him for hunting. He could lose his kingdom. So in order to save his kingdom, the king sent expensive diamond rings to his wife as a bribe. It cost him 3 lakh rupees. This shows that the king was in fact scared of the British officer, though he pretended to be very powerful. He was whimsical and selfish. Question number 3. How did the Tiger King achieve its target of killing 100 tigers? What was the prediction? The prediction was that the Tiger King would be killed by a tiger. It would be easier for him to kill 99 tigers, but it's 100 tiger that is going to kill him, and that is what was revealed by the astrologer. In order to achieve his target of killing 100 tigers, the king issued a proclamation. So the king announced, proclaimed, announced. So the king issued a proclamation that anyone who dared to fling, dared to throw even a stone at a tiger, he would lose his wealth and property. The tiger hunt was banned in his state. He started killing the tigers, and he could kill 70 tigers in 10 years. By this time, the tiger population became extinct. So the tigers became extinct in his state. Then he married a girl of a royal family. whose kingdom had a large tiger population. He killed all the tigers in his father-in-law's state. He had killed 99 tigers. Finding the 100th tiger was a big problem. But when he threatened his diwan, he brought an old tiger from People's Park, Madras, and placed it in the forest. The Maharaja shot at this tiger and he fulfilled his mission of killing 100 tigers. This is a very important question. Question number 4. Justify the title of the story Tiger King. So what is the title of this story? The Tiger King. Now you have to justify how this title is very appropriate. The story The Tiger King revolves around the king of Pratibandhapuram. So who is the protagonist? Who is the main character? That is the Tiger King. So the story is dealing with this king of Pratibandhapuram who is called as the Tiger King, who is given this title due to his obsession with the tiger hunt. So he goes on tiger hunting. He goes on killing one after another. From the beginning, it is evident, it is clear when the royal infant utters the first few words. So this prince utters the words when he was just 10 days old baby. Let tigers beware. It was predicted by the astrologers that a tiger would be the cause of his death. He would be killed by the tiger. When the royal prince is made the king at the age of 20, so when the royal prince came of the age, he was made the king. He decides to kill 100 tigers to prove this prediction wrong. All state work was put away. A marriage of the Tiger King was arranged so that more tigers could be found. The entire story is a narrative of the stupid and inhuman mission of the Maharaja, who, in order to prevent his death, killed 100 innocent animals. But ironically, he died thanks to a tiger, though it was a wooden one. Question number 5. This is the last question. Do you think the Tiger King's life would have taken a different course if he had not heard the prophecy, if he had not heard the prediction about his future? What kind of a king would he have proved to be? So this is a very analytical question and thought-provoking question. The king was brought up and provided with all the privileges of a royal family. He was given the best of education. He was well mannered, cultured, and sophisticated. He was a strong young man who was quite brave. Like any other crown prince of the Indian state, he was brought up by an English nanny, tutored in English by an Englishman. So he was taught in English by an Englishman. So he was brought up very well and saw nothing but English films. So he had become very cultured and sophisticated due to his upbringing, due to his education. Had he not heard the prophecy, had he not heard the prediction, he would have been a great and just king. He would have done a lot for the improvement in his state. But due to his prediction, he lost all his interest in the matters of the state and devoted himself to the fulfillment of his mission to kill 100 tigers. He was stubborn and unfair. Due to his prophecy, all his might and wits are used just to kill the tigers and not for the development of his state. So he was not interested in the welfare of his state, but he was only concerned about himself. And that's the irony. The king is supposed to take care of the people, but he was only thinking about himself. Thank you. Goodbye.